Welcome back, guys, to Attention is Currency, the number one marketing podcast on the planet. Now, what do I mean when I say that? What I mean is when you type in marketing on Spotify, when you type in marketing on podcast on Apple Podcasts, when you type in marketing on, any of these, cool little newsletter kind of like syndicated, platforms, I should come up. I should come up first. That's what the goal is, okay? My name is Cleveland Bishop. This is brought to you by my agency, Brand Boomin. We help companies create recurring series that drive them demand efficiency, demand generation. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But today I want to talk to you guys about media first, okay? What does media first mean? This is going to be the most important conversation that you and I have ever had in our entire lives. Now, is it a little one-sided? Yes. Can you comment and hit me up after this? 100%. So that way it's not technically just a diatribe. But until you hit me up, it'll be a diatribe. After that, it'll be a conversation. Guys, let's really think about it for a second here, okay? At the end of the day, these are no longer social media platforms. One of the top executives at TikTok said, we are no longer social media. We are an entertainment platform. Let's get out of this dogmatic concept of social media. Is YouTube social? Is it? This isn't social until me and you have an actual conversation. And the vast majority of people that are on social media are on these content platforms, because that's what we call them on this show. On this show, we call these things content platforms because that's what they are. But YouTube ain't social. You're just watching somebody on the internet. You know you feel a little weird doing it. But it satisfies something deep in you that you got to figure out. Until you figure that out, at the end of the day, you got to understand this is a content platform. Yeah, you can comment, but at the end of the day, that's not what I really consider social. I'm in the world. I know people. I like to move and shake. And this internet stuff doesn't feel social. Now, can you get connected with people? Yes. And in that sense, they're social. But after that, whatever. Let's just call it all Tinder. Listen, folks. Media first is you finally understanding that these content platforms are going to be the primary driver of your business. It goes media, then it goes product. Okay? Media, product. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are like, nah, dude, I want to innovate. I just got NYC. Dude, you weren't thinking about LLMs until the freaking API dropped, bro. God, I get it. You're on the cutting edge. Congratulations. It means it definitely doesn't mean that you're, going to be late to the freaking, little train here. But there's a lot of people that aren't technical. And if you're watching this show here, right, and you're not technical, then guess what? You need to stop thinking about innovation and you need to start thinking about, hey, look, my target audience is more than likely, let's say, there's a service, there's a product or service, there's a SaaS, there's something that is satisfying them. And I can make it a little bit better. Or maybe there's a product or service that hasn't really yet hit a niche that you're kind of looking at and you're going, hey, look, this is completely underserved in this area, right? This existing product or service, this thing that somebody already spent the time to get product market fit on, doesn't exist over here. So instead of innovating, let's just start doing a little bit of what's called deductive reasoning, guys. Okay. Media first. Entertainment is the game. I'm gonna say this. The company that can figure out how to get as much distribution organically as Cristiano Ronaldo will be the biggest company in the world. Let's just play with the idea. That's crazy. It's possible. It's possible within the realms of physics. It's possible. Will it probably come as a brand, like a personal brand? Sure. It could. It totally 100% could, because people follow people, right? I'm going to back away from that conversation because I got an MVP dropping, okay? And if you guys need a little bit of DEI in your, VC situation, call your guy, all right? Call your guy. I'm not just I don't know. Listen, dude, I was using the OpenAI API in 2021. Let's put it that way, okay? I'm going to back away. Sam, go inside your DB and pull up Cleveland Bishop, dog. When did I first make that account? All right? Then let them know. I don't follow trends, dog. I make them. Dude made the account. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So listen, media first. All right. You got to generate demand for the business. Let's not talk about paid. Paid works. Okay. Facebook did $100 billion in revenue last year with paid. Okay. Paid works. Right. Now, what's the ROAS on the combined 100 billion? I have no idea. Right. But at the end of the day, it's working. The business is stable. Let's talk about organic. Let's talk about these distribution platforms. Let's talk about these content platforms. And let's start talking about how to generate demand on these. Because, yes, people say email's the only owned asset. So is SMS. Dude, the internet ain't going nowhere, man. Stop fear mongering, brother. Stop it. It ain't going nowhere, man. All right. I was on Facebook in middle school hanging out. And guess what? I'm on it today. This is the new New York Times. This is the new Wall Street Journal. Those publications, those distribution platforms, I know it doesn't seem like it, but that's what it was. Those media companies, those things have been around for decades. Facebook's going to be the same thing. It's just a new version. So don't worry about the fear mongers. Email is important. SMS is important. Listen, grow on the platforms. Mr. Beast ain't worried about fucking email. Sorry, guys. Okay. You guys can see what homie's doing right now. I mean, he is putting just, let's back away from the Mr. Beast conversation. I just was reading some wild stuff on Twitter. Listen, he's not worried about that though. Let's stay in it. Let's just refocus. He's not worried about emails. He's like, nah, dude, I want to be big on these things. I want to grow on these things, right? On these platforms. Yes. Could an incumbent spring up and take a little bit of market share? Sure. But let's be completely honest, guys. The network effects are here. The consumer psyche has been captured. So now you just got to start building on top. And in this sense, I'm talking about building a brand, not digging into the Facebook API. Leave that for people like me. Okay. So media first, build the brand. It goes like this. Product. It goes like this. Media. Okay. Content. That's your demand gen. Product behind it, okay, and then all of the different things that it takes to facilitate, an amazing customer experience. You know what I mean? Like sales means inefficient marketing, guys. Like, let's be honest. An SDR is doing the job that your marketing guy should have did, and that's why you're hiring them straight out of college. They're little bros that are just like on the phones with their feet up going, tech sales. Listen, dude. 2015, I'm walking around at Atlanta Tech Village, and I see what I thought was a god. His name's Tope. He wasn't worried about tech sales because he had a flywheel that changed the game. Now, did he started doing some tech stuff, whatever, but yeah, some sales stuff. But, at the end of the day, all right, the technical aspect of it, like the PLG, that whole game, sure, you can keep trying to play that, whatever. There has to be somebody on your team that backs out and focuses on the other thing that generates demand, which is getting on top of these distribution platforms. How does that happen? Again, it happens by you developing a recurring series that is centered around the interest of your target customers. Whoa! That's called format development, and that's what we do at Brand Boomin'. That's who this podcast is sponsored by or hosted by. I'm the founder of Brand Boomin'. This podcast is a podcast out of the agency. God, that was my pitch, dude. Listen, if you guys need help with that, if you guys want to create a recurring series, what we call format development, then hit me up. That's what we do. We believe that this is going to be a mechanism that just does a lot for the business. Brand development, right? It gets you more brand recall generally, right? It really allows you to put your voice out there. It really allows you to start to get a little bit of market share. And guess how you get it? You don't get it by going first at the target. No, what you do is you go, hey HubSpot, hey HubSpot customers, hey HubSpot customers, they love business. HubSpot customers, they love marketing, they love funnels, they love all this stuff. I'm going to back out. Hit me up. All right, so look, guys, that's attention is currency. Today we talked about media first. I think this was a good way to start it off. I'm going to be myself on this one, so If you don't like it, man, dude, just, back out. The length of these podcasts, at first I wanted them to be 15 minutes because LinkedIn only allows for 15-minute uploads. So, we'll have a LinkedIn cut, but then we'll have extended cuts, what we'll call Attention After Dark. That was just something I thought of. Anyway, we'll figure out the length of it. But until then, I'll just chop this up a little bit, throw it on LinkedIn, because this is business entertainment. When you guys think business entertainment, think Cleveland Bishop. You got me? All right. See ya.